Good morning, everyone. My name is Taylor Pritchett, and I currently serve as the first Vice President for Georgia FCCLA and the historian for Bacon County FCCLA. We would like to welcome and thank you all today for coming to Bacon County High School's Georgia Future Educators Signing Day. This endeavor is supported by the State School Superintendent's Office, the Division of Career and Technical Education, Georgia's Early Childhood Education Foundation, and Georgia's colleges and universities. The purpose of the day is to promote education as a career choice. We need to celebrate becoming an educator so that we can fill the needs of Georgia school systems. We now have a video from Georgia State School Superintendent, Mr. Richard Woods.
Hello, this is State School Superintendent Richard Woods. It is more important than it has ever been for our state to recruit the best of the best to join the teaching profession. I am so excited that today, Georgia Future Educator Signing Day, we will see outstanding students across the state commit to pursuing this noble calling. To the teachers in attendance today, thank you for inspiring your students to follow in your footsteps. To our students signing today, working with children is one of the most significant responsibilities and privileges one can ever have. I congratulate you on answering the call to become a teacher and encourage you to make the most of this time in your life to learn and grow as much as you can to the benefit of your future students. Today, celebrate you and your commitment to the teaching profession, and we cannot wait to have you join our ranks as a world-class Georgia educator.
Good morning. We have several young ladies that have participated in the Georgia Future Educator Signing Day that are now completing their first year or even their second year of teaching, as well as others that have signed even their first contract this upcoming school year. It's very exciting, such as like Tana Smith, Kaylee Thrift, Peyton Carter, Marley Hilton, Jaden Rigdon are just some to name a few, and even some that are just starting to finish up their college, and they are signing this first year, Bailey Williams. So we're excited for those girls. We also have had Ashton Peacock and Matai Roberts, who have also worked in our school system this year as paraprofessionals, and they are attending college and becoming a future educator as well. It's been really exciting to see these students come back home and even work in our own school system and even surrounding counties just to impact our Georgia's future. The ECE pathway that we have in our school system allows students to explore multiple areas of working with young children. Each class of the ECE pathway provides hands-on opportunities for students. This has been made possible with our partnerships with those such as ABC Daycare, New Vision Learning Center, the Bacon County School District of the primary, elementary, and this year we added even the middle school helping with us this year. Once students reach the third level class, they are placed in a location as an intern, and they begin to develop relationships with another adult other than myself or the ones here at our school. They're out in the community, not only to mentor them in an educational setting, but I also hope that it would develop a relationship that they can use them later on a job reference, and they would be a character reference for them, as well as someone that can show their employability skills that they have. We couldn't do it without them, so if we can give them a round of applause, please. We've also had the teachers, and I have several of my mentor teachers that are here today, and I'm so thankful for each one of them that have poured into these students, not only these students, but students in the past. They've always been willing. Miss Moses here, Miss Spires, Miss Lewis, and Miss Sweat, and Miss Vicki Taylor. Is there anybody else that's here? So all those ladies have given their time and their efforts to have those students in their classroom. I will now introduce each one of the future educators and share a little bit of their plans. These are the things that they've sent to me for me to read. The first one will be Madison Bagley. Her experience has been a little bit unique this time around. She's not been able to complete my pathway, but she is one of our first to complete the education paraprofessional, with the Coastal Pines through the Southern Pines College and Career Academy. She's earned a TCC through that program, so she will be workforce ready when it comes to being a paraprofessional or even to work in a daycare setting if she chooses to. And hopefully get paid with just a regular setup. So we're excited for that for her. She plans to attend South Georgia College and obtain a degree in elementary education and work as a paraprofessional while doing so. So Ms. Martin, she's gonna put in her application. We're excited for that. She's decided to become an educator because of the amazing mentors that she's had the opportunity to intern and learn from. And after getting an in-class experience, she has created bonds with students, learned how to teach and how to impact their lives positively. And she wants to do the same for her entire career. Madison's mentor teachers have been Mr. Sean Gibbons for the middle school and Miss Angela Spires. So that's Madison. Macey Barber is our second one down there on the end. After graduating, she plans to attend South Georgia College as well to obtain an associate's degree in early childhood education, and then transfer to Georgia Southern in order to obtain her bachelor's. While attending college, she hopes to gain more experience with students in the school environment, and she knew she wanted to pursue a degree in becoming an educator because she's always been fascinated by teaching others and helping them learn new skills. As a teacher, she hopes to fill her students with knowledge and lifelong skills and help to prepare them for their next steps in life. Macy's mentor teacher this semester was Miss Pam Mosley. And I will say at the beginning, Macy wasn't so sure she wanted to totally be an educator, but with Miss Mosley and I loving on her and making sure and keep pushing her, I think she's figured out that is her calling right now. Because cosmetology was a little bit on the side, but we're back in a little bit. I told her, I said, do education, you can do cosmetology on the side. That'll be a side gig. So next we have Ellie Mexicano. Ellie, this is like a full circle for Miss Johnson because Ellie was one of my pre-K babies, so it's just amazing to watch how she's grown over the years. But Ellie has, right now at this moment, she is enlisted in the U.S. Army to serve our country for 4 years. So we're really excited for that. However, after those 4 years, she plans to complete another 4 years on the reserve because she's smart and she's going to get them to pay for her college and pursue a bachelor's degree at the University of Georgia in education. She would like to pursue a career in teaching English as a second language. Ellie would also like to give special thanks to Ms. Renee Sweat for inspiring her as an educator, and she put my name as well, but I appreciate that. Ellie has been able to intern as an ECE3 intern, and then as well as a work-based learning intern. So what that means is she completed my pathway. She did such an awesome job. Ms. Renee Sweat loved her so much that she got her to come back to her after she worked with even Ms. Nikki Taylor in that setting of working with those English language learners. And her interns, her mentor teachers have been Ms. Nikki Taylor, Ms. Amy Gardner, Ms. Kirsten Straub, and Ms. Renee Sweat. And our last future educator starter is Ms. Lorie Thomas. And Lorie said that her parents had told her that she could always change the world. And she was always kind of doubtful about that statement until she realized she didn't have to be the only one to change the world. Lorie feels that children learn best by watching their peers and their examples that we set for them. And the state of this world isn't the greatest example for our children, and Lorie is determined to set an example for our children and be the change that she would like to see in the world. She hopes she can teach children how to make the world a better place in their own wonderful and unique ways. And Lorie's mentor teacher was Miss Abby Lewis. All right, ladies, in front of you is your certificate. And if you're going to go ahead and grab your pen and listen for just a moment first. By signing this letter of commitment, you are committing to improve the quality of education for the students in the state of Georgia. On behalf of the state school superintendent, Mr. Richard Woods, your local administrators, community members, and teachers, we commend you on making an honorable decision to improve the quality of education for Georgia students. You will be a great asset as we work towards educating Georgia's future. Please sign the commitment certificate in front of you. I want to thank each of you for coming and supporting these young ladies and the EC program at the Macon County High School. Please don't let the support that you've shown these ladies today stop here. Remember them in your prayers daily for their college experiences coming, or Ellie as she goes off into the military, and their upcoming teaching careers. I will leave you ladies with this poem. I am a teacher, I make lives. The topic of education came up at a business executive proclaimed. The problem is with teachers, after all, those who can do and those who can't teach. A man next to him said, I'm a teacher, and you don't know what you're talking about. So the businessman leaned over to the teacher and said, be honest, what do you make? The teacher's face got red, like my neck is right now, and he said, I suppose you're thinking of money. I don't earn much, but let me tell you what I make. I make children read, think, write, wonder, and talk about important things, such as their world and their role in it. I make them try things, and they think they can do it. They can't do it. Work harder than they want to, and accomplish more than they thought were possible. And whenever they do their best, I make them feel proud, capable, and worthy. I make them understand that the quality of their life will be determined by their choices, and I make them responsible for their actions. I make them appreciate the importance of integrity, the honor in the world, and that too often shows little regard for either. I make them respect themselves and treat others with respect. I make them feel proud and grateful to live in America, where people are entitled to be treated fairly and with respect, and judged by their accomplishments and character, not by the color, the creed, or even the size of their bank account. Most of all, I make a difference. I don't just make a living, I make lives. So I hope you ladies will remember that as you go off into your education career. And I look forward to giving you your ceiling tile whenever they get finished with that in a couple of years when they graduate and they get their own classroom. I'll visit them and give them their ceiling tile to put in their classroom. So, but thank you all for coming, and we'll get some pictures up here. So if you want to come take some pictures with the ladies, we'll leave them up here, and we'll get a big picture of the school administrators that are here and the Board of Education members. And then we'll let you parents get some of y'all as well. But thank y'all for coming.